Thank you for joining us for the 2-minute drills, week 15 style. That can mean one thing: Southern Section, State, Regional Bowl games, however you want to call them. We're playing regional bowl games down here this Friday for the first time ever, like it or not. And what that means locally is San Marino, 14-0, is hosting Sierra Canyon, 14-0.
Wow.
I'm Aram Talesian, joined by Steve Ramirez on my left and Fred J. Roberto behind the camera. Guys, on paper, this is about as sexy as it gets. Two 14-0 division champions.
You mean Charter Oak's not playing Sierra Canyon?
That's a shock to you, Fred.
I was surprised. I was really surprised how they were able to handle Charter Oak's offense last week. I knew San Marino's offense was pretty good. I'd seen it a couple times. I did not think they could slow down Zion Echols the way they did. I didn't think they could slow them down passing the ball the way they did. And just up front, they really surprised me. For 4 quarters, they made it hard for Charter Oak. I think it was only that opening drive, Aram, where Charter Oak really got what they wanted and came down and scored. From that point forward, San Marino was brilliant.
A 24-0 run.
Yeah, from that point, they were brilliant. And the sense I got from watching that game, these guys, really a together football team. They love their football coach, Mike Hobby. It's been a while since I've seen a team chant their coach's name right after the game, and you could see all the love. And this is a team, we talked about La Habra and La Mirada, their playoff chances. I think this is a team, San Marino, even though they've won their first championship since '88, I still think I could feel that hunger in them. I think they do want more, and I think they're going to be able to put aside what they just accomplished now and really go for it and really try to do something special at San Marino this year. And I think they got the opponent that might give them the opportunity.
Well, that's what we were talking about was, what do these CIF champions have left in the tank? Did the playoff runs take a lot out of them? Was that Week 14 win so emotional, so big, that it leaves them hopelessly flat for the following week? In Sierra Canyon's case, now keep in mind we're talking about the small schools division. This is under 1,250 attendance-wise. That's what this division is. In Sierra Canyon's case, you'll never convince me that they left anything out on the field. Okay, they knew they were going to win that division. They went through it very businesslike. They beat San Dimas in a game they were a huge favorite in. Quite the opposite for San Marino. Even though they had that perfect 10-0 record going into the playoffs, a lot of people doubted what they could do in the playoffs, what they could do late in the playoffs, and what they could do against Charter Oak. Could they get over that Charter Oak hump if they got there? They did all that in resounding fashion, and if you were on the field after the game, you could tell there was a big exhale by San Marino. Now the question is getting back up. I trust Sierra Canyon to do that better in this game than I do San Marino because, like I said, Sierra Canyon's CIF championship was a foregone conclusion. San Marino's was proving everybody wrong every step of the way, and finally that exhale after they knock out the heavyweight champ of the division, even though they weren't the champ, but the heavyweight team that you wanted, the number 1 seed that you wanted to beat in Charter Oak. That doesn't mean San Marino doesn't have a shot here. It's just mentally, and who knows what's this worth, going into the game, I think the way the CIF playoffs broke favors Sierra Canyon.
Yeah, but I also wonder how the connection with San Marino's coach Mike Hobby, who comes from a state where they had state playoffs.
But was he in them?
That I'm not sure, but it gives you that view of what to expect and how to approach to a team that's not used to it.
Hey, look, you're talking to the only expert here because I watched Sierra Canyon and San Dimas on Friday night, and I watched San Marino and Charter Oak on Saturday night. And here's what I came away with. One, this is going to be Sierra Canyon's toughest game all year. San Marino is better than Paraclete. They're better than Viewpoint. They're better than anybody they've beat in the Mid-Valley Division. When you look at Sierra Canyon's non-league record, they didn't beat anybody. San Marino, when you look at now, having gone through the playoffs and beating Monrovia, beating already an undefeated team in Summit up north and then following that up with Charter Oak, San Marino, I'm going to tell you right now, is the better football team. Had that Sierra Canyon team been in the Central Division, I don't think they beat Charter Oak, I don't think they beat Glendora, and I don't think they beat San Marino. that game against San Dimas, believe me, it was 20-0. San Dimas, that could have been a touchdown game. That could have been a very, very close game. San Dimas, on 3 occasions, got the ball first down inside the 20 in the red zone, and there were penalties. There were mistakes that pushed that game away from them. Everything that could have gone wrong in that game for San Dimas went wrong. And I watched that game, and you didn't get the sense that Sierra Canyon was some kind of overpowering juggernaut. They do have some athletic receivers, some big guys who can go up. They do have some big guys, athletic guys on the line. But Aram, it's not a team that has a significant amount of depth. They have star players, but not a lot of star players. They're really, you take away maybe their best 5 to 7 players. The rest of them are mid-valley. I mean, they're not going to overwhelm you with size. They have some size.
Right.
And the way San Marino is playing, they haven't seen an offense like this, and they haven't seen a defense like this. And San Marino being at home, I like San Marino, and I like them a lot in this game.
Yeah, I mean, if you can get over the hurdle of the mental situation, okay, or if you didn't have to worry about that, I think San Marino, I don't want to say has an easy time with these guys, but I think this is one of these games where they're ahead by 14 points most of the way. I think Sierra Canyon will make plays. Again, I think the only hiccup, the only worry for San Marino is being able to get back up after that CIF championship. If they do that, they're going to win this game. Because like Fred said, in too many spots, it was very evident last week that Sierra Canyon is a mid-valley team. Mm-hmm. And go figure, we're looking at San Marino saying they're really a Central Division team, at least this year.
In years past, they might have been the Mid-Valley Championship.
Right. And that's kind of the funny thing, and that's what I talked to Carson Glazier about, the quarterback from San Marino, was like, hey, you kind of know these guys as the team that was in, your previous division, the team that's been favored to win it, and they kind of kept track of them and their blowout wins all year long. Sierra Canyon hasn't really had a close game on the scoreboard all year long. But again, you question who they're playing and whether they've seen anything like San Marino. If it takes San Marino a quarter or two to kind of get flowing, that's totally understandable. But I don't see how San Marino loses this game at home. I think once they get going, and they will get going, they're a very smart team from coaching to players. They're a very, very smart team. I think they get untracked, and when they do, they pull away.
And they're going to be a team that is going to get up for it, even if they win a championship, because I think they still feel like they're that team with the chip on their shoulder. If you listen to the reaction after the game, wanting to prove all of the doubters wrong and all of this, I think
they did that.
They did that, but I still think now
no one's doubting anymore.
I know, but
all the Charter Oak fans have come back from that game saying, "Man, San Marino, you were way better than I thought," and no one's doubting anymore. And they're favored in this game.
Are they? What's the Cal Prep say?
Well, excuse me. Actually, they're not. They're a 1-point dog.
We're calling them favorites. I think if you asked a lot of people, most people, you'd probably say Sierra Canyon.
Well,
I'm just saying. I'm going based on now. Maybe Sierra Canyon had a bad game against San Dimas.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm going off of what I saw on Friday night and Saturday night.
They have the skill guys to make this a very dangerous spot for San Marino, but. Ultimately, this San Marino team, for a lot of reasons, is on another level. Stevie, what do you think about picking?
I mean, I think San Marino is just a better team. I mean, I think overall, top to bottom, they're the better team. Offensively, I don't think a team like Sierra Canyon has it in them to slow them down. And I think San Marino's defense, if they can stop Charter Oak, they should be able to stop Sierra Canyon.
We've all got San Marino. You're going to be there on Saturday night, right, Aaron? I'm going to try to get down there too.
Yeah,
I'm going to try to get down there too.
Very, very excited. And
guess what? And guess what? The winner of this game goes to Sacramento and plays for the championship. That's already determined.
Yeah, they play on December 19th.
Road to Sacktown and begins at San Marino.
As the lone guy who's seen the '88 championship team win a championship and the 2015 team win a championship, so guess my age. Yes, Fred, I will be there.
Yes,
San Marino in this first of a lifetime regional bowl game playoff. Boy, it's really interesting to be here. I'd have preferred that the season ended last week and San Marino rides off into the sunset at 14-0, and we argue for ages whether that was the best SM team of all time, because we're not going to forget these guys. What a special
they
class.
They can go 16-0. We'll find out.
Yeah, they can go 16-0. That's true. Don't put it past them.
I think that was set a valley record from East and West.
Yeah, pretty amazing stuff. So get out to San Marino on Saturday night, 7:30 kickoff against Sierra Canyon.